I'm currently scaling a $97 info product using a Tripwire funnel. And over the last 6 months, we've spent $1.2 million to generate $1.7 million. That's over $500,000 in profit, right? And our current goal is to scale it to multiple 7 figures per year, on track to 8 figures, right? And today I'm breaking down exactly how we approach metrics, scaling, and creative testing to do so profitably. And so you can too. This offer, since it's all digital products and courses and things like that, zero fulfillment, kind of treated like e-commerce, but with better margins. Unlike the service space industry, the coaching space industry, where there's fulfillment involved, things like that, this one is treated like an e-commerce account, right? So we're selling info products, there's zero fulfillment, there's better margins than e-commerce. It's just, can you get the ROAS there, right? So we're super dialed in on the numbers. We have black and white metrics to know when to cut and when to test and when to scale, right? So our minimum return on ad spend to scale is 1.2x. If it hits that, we keep going, because that is the only cost that we have involved with an info product. There's no shipping, there's no cost of goods sold, and things like that. The product is already created, it's just sent via email. All right, so here's when we kill a campaign or an ad set. So from an early stage standpoint, if cost per click is above $6 from the start, we kill it pretty early on. Like for example, if we look on over here, here's some over $6 plus, we kill those pretty early on. Also, if it spends over $100 without a purchase, we also kill it. So there's a lot of these that are around the $100 mark that have not brought in purchases. This metapixel is inaccurate just because we use ROAS as third-party tracking to get actual data, but that's kind of what we do there. And last but not least, if the ads can't hit a 1.2x return on ad spend, we also kill it. So we make sure from a 3-day perspective, a 5-day perspective, as well as a week perspective, that we're hitting the numbers. And if we're not, we're either descaling or cutting it, right? It's so important, because when you get to spending close to 20,000 a day, even up to 31,000 a day, this was over Black Friday that we're spending all of this. But if you're not keeping the 1.2x return on ad spend, like let's say you get a 0.6 ROAS in one day and you spend 30 grand, that means you just lost 10 grand in a day, right? So we have to be super on top of it, keeping healthy margins, making sure that it's 1.2x or more. The way to do that is to aim for 1.4. You still scale up the 1.2s, not as fast or whatever, but anything above 1.4, we scale a lot faster so that we still have tests, so we can cut those, and that kind of mitigates the risk there, right? So as you can see just from the screen, over the course of 6 months, we've maintained a 1.26x return on ad spend. Over all sources, including our email, TikTok, organic efforts, we have 1.3x return on ad spend, right? So here's when we do scale. If cost per click is under $4, we start to scale it. Also too, however, if it spends more than $100 without a sale because it's a $100 product, then we cut it, right? The back end, our average order value is around $170, right? So here's another way we scale. If it gets a purchase before $100 in spend, we scale it no matter its cost per click. Unless it's really high, we might just level it out and let it run. But return on ad spend and cost per acquisition are the most important metrics that we're looking at, right? If ROAS is 1.2x or higher, we scale it, right? So that is our metric, right? To mitigate this, we really scale faster the 1.4 or more x return on ad spend, but we still do scale the 1.2s. And if it's at around like 1x or 0.8, we start really descaling it quickly or cutting it. Okay, so now let's jump in a little different. Here's to long-term scaling. Here's how we're actually doing it. And it's probably what you already think or know from what others are saying, but it's true. Over the last 6 months, the number one driver of consistent return on ad spend has been new creative and finding the new ads, the new winners, especially when you're getting to the 10 grand, 20 grand a day in spend mark. You really need to pump out a lot of creative. Yes, audience testing does help. Yes, copy testing does help as well. It's a mix of creative testing, audience testing, and copy testing, just finding the winners of all three. However, creative does the heaviest of lifting. However, nothing has outperformed creative iteration, so that's where we put the most of our focus. In fact, we've tested over 200 creatives in the last 6 months. Let me show you on the screen over here. That's right, we've built and launched 200 plus unique creatives for just this one offer. And let me show you, you can kind of see we're at creative number 212 right here. And we keep track and we update this sheet daily, or not daily, sorry. We update the ads daily, whether we're scaling, but once a week, we'll go in and we'll update whether it's in testing phase, whether it's a loser ad in production, whether it's doing okay, whether it's a winner, which is okay is 5 purchases at 1.2x ROAS or more, winner, which is 20 plus purchases with a 1.2x or more, and then there's scaling, which is 100 purchases 2x or more, right? And so we have a lot of losers in here. We have a lot that are testing. We have a lot that are retesting. Let's say it's performed well in the past, but then it just all of a sudden tanks. What I'll do is I'll put it in a retest, and then when I'm retesting, I'll retest it. And then I have almost losers. These are ones that aren't quite at the KPIs yet, but they've still gotten some sales. So these are all important things to remember and to think about when you're scaling, keeping track of creatives. A lot of people just kind of throw spaghetti at the wall, or they'll know a certain creative works and they'll just start creating randomly. But we keep notes of like all these different iterations. Like, okay, we're using the 190 hook. So creative 210 is using 190, the same hook, but we're gonna switch it with 107 body plus a little bit of 122 body. So we're making tens and getting to the hundreds of ranges of different combinations that we're using. And this is a way to pump out creative really fast. Leveraging AI for hooks. Also too, once you've done the grunt work of creating a lot of bodies, a lot of different hooks, you can just piece together different parts. Body 1 from creative 30, but let's use the hook 2 from creative 35, right? We're piecing those together, we're interchanging them, and keeping track of them is most important, right? So that's the lever that keeps performance high even when other variables changes, because ad fatigue really is a true thing. We had one creative that did push us really far for a long time, that we're spending probably 60-70% of our budget just on one creative. And then after, we've spent over $1 million, not on that one creative, but probably close to like $400,000 or $500,000 on that one creative. It's fatiguing. It's not doing as well. Everyone's seen it before. So we're having to do lots of iterations, but it's good to find those winners. So keep testing your creatives. It's the most powerful way to scale any offer. I'm sure you've heard it. Even Meta themselves tell you to focus on creative, right? So spend quality time on each piece of content. Don't just pump out fluff. I'm curious to hear what's your experience been with scaling, how you're scaling ad accounts, things like that. Also too, if you have any questions, send them to me in the comments. I answer to every single comment, and you can do that. And if you have any questions regarding creative, scaling ad accounts, things like that, you can put them down in the comment section. I respond to literally every question, me personally. It's not some assistant or anything. So if you want my honest feedback, I will do so in the comment section. And as you know, I have a podcast that I've been rolling out a few episodes. And if you like this content, it really means the world if you would like and subscribe to the channel. Keep the bell notifications on. I publish new videos every week about ads, funnels, copywriting, offers, all the 9 yards to scale your offers profitably.